Ever wonder how a Boeing 777, one of the world's largest airliners, simply disappears without a trace? Imagine this: an aircraft weighing nearly 350,000 pounds, with a wingspan of about 200 feet, vanishing into thin air. This is not the plot of a science fiction movie. This is the real-life mystery of Malaysia Airlines flight MH370. On a seemingly routine journey from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, MH370 departed in the early hours of March 8, 2014, carrying 239 souls on board. Passengers from 14 different nations, each with their own stories, ambitions, and dreams, buckled in for what they believed would be a 6-hour flight across the South China Sea. Yet, as we now know, MH370 never reached its destination. Shortly after takeoff, this state-of-the-art Boeing 777, equipped with the latest technology and manned by experienced pilots, simply vanished. No distress signal was received. There was no wreckage found, no debris floating on the surface of the ocean. The aircraft, and all those on board, seemed to have evaporated into the ether. This wasn't just a missing plane, this was a stark, chilling enigma that sent shockwaves around the globe. It became the subject of countless investigations, theories, and debates. How could a modern jetliner just disappear in this age of advanced technology and surveillance? The disappearance of MH370 is one of the greatest aviation mysteries of our time. It's a story that has baffled experts, sparked countless conspiracy theories, and left relatives and loved ones in a state of agonizing uncertainty. The fate of MH370 has become a puzzle that the world is desperate to solve. But despite the efforts of numerous nations and experts, the truth remains elusive. So what happened to MH370 after it took off from Kuala Lumpur International Airport? In this series, we delve into the enigma of MH370, exploring the facts, examining the theories, and seeking the truth behind this haunting mystery. MH370 at first seemed to follow its planned flight path. This ordinary flight began its journey from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, with Beijing as its destination. The Boeing 777, a reliable workhorse of the aviation industry, carried 239 souls on board. The course was well charted, a path taken by thousands of planes before. Under the control of experienced pilots, the plane took off smoothly, ascending into the night sky. The initial part of the flight was as routine as any other. The pilots checked in with air traffic control, reporting their location and altitude. All was well. The plane was flying steadily, its wings slicing through the inky darkness as it made its way over the South China Sea. Then, at 1:40 a.m., an innocuous but chilling phrase crackled over the radio. "Good night, Malaysian 370. These were the last words air traffic control would hear from the flight. Little did they know, these seemingly mundane words would soon echo around the world, a haunting refrain in a symphony of mystery. Following this final communication, something puzzling happened. The plane veered off its planned route. It turned sharply westward, deviating drastically from its expected flight path. Why this happened remains an enigma. Was it a malfunction? A deliberate act? We can only speculate. As the plane changed course, it also ceased communication. Its transponder, which broadcast the plane's location to air traffic control, went eerily silent. The plane was now a ghost, invisible to radar systems. For a while it continued to fly. Satellite data suggests it soared along the Malacca Strait, then possibly turned southward, heading towards the vast, unending expanse of the Indian Ocean. But without the transponder's data, the plane's exact path during this time is shrouded in uncertainty. And then, MH370 vanished from radar screens, initiating one of the greatest aviation mysteries of our time. It disappeared into the night, leaving behind only questions and a trail of speculation. Its sudden and unexplained deviation from the flight path was just the first piece in a complex puzzle that continues to baffle investigators to this day. When MH370 failed to land in Beijing, a massive international search effort was launched. Our tale now shifts to the turbulent seas and the relentless skies, where countless individuals, propelled by hope and determination, embarked on a mission to trace the untraceable. The initial search efforts were concentrated around the South China Sea, the last known radar point of MH370. The waters, usually bustling with merchant ships and fishing vessels, were now the focal point of an unprecedented search operation. The vastness of the sea posed a colossal challenge, but the rescuers were undeterred. With every passing minute, the urgency escalated, and the waters of the South China Sea bore silent witness to this desperate race against time. Meanwhile, the Strait of Malacca, a narrow stretch of water dividing the Malay Peninsula from the Indonesian island of Sumatra, emerged as another potential area of interest. As the days turned into nights and then back into days, the search expanded, and the Strait of Malacca transformed into a sea of hope, filled with vessels and aircraft from multiple countries. This was no ordinary search operation. It was a global effort, uniting nations and transcending borders. More than 26 countries, each with their unique resources and expertise, came together in the face of adversity. From Australia's advanced sonar systems to China's satellite imagery, and from the United States' underwater drones to Malaysia's local knowledge, the search for MH370 became a testament to international cooperation. Yet the sea remained silent, its depths keeping the secrets of MH370 well hidden. The skies, too, offered no clues, their vast expanse echoing the enormity of the task at hand. The South China Sea and the Strait of Malacca, despite the unwavering efforts of the search teams, yielded no trace of the missing aircraft. Despite the extensive search efforts, no trace of MH370 was found in these areas. The search was far from over, but the initial areas of focus had drawn a blank. The mystery of MH370 had deepened, and the world was left waiting, hoping, and wondering. As days turned into weeks, new evidence came to light, leading to new theories about MH370's fate. In the pursuit of truth, the focus shifted to the vast expanse of the Indian Ocean. Satellite data began painting a somewhat different picture. The data suggested that the plane may have veered sharply from its planned route, heading south into the Indian Ocean, far from any logical destination. This revelation was both a breakthrough and a puzzle. It provided a new direction for the search, but it also raised a host of new questions. Why would a commercial airliner fly off course into one of the most remote and inhospitable places on Earth? And how did it do so without leaving a trace? As investigators delved into this enigma, a variety of theories started to emerge. Some suggested a sinister plot. The theory of hijacking took center stage. Could it be that the plane was taken over by nefarious individuals or entities? But who, and for what purpose? Others took a darker, more personal route. The possibility of pilot suicide was considered. Was it a deliberate act by someone at the controls? Was this a calculated, horrific final act by a desolate soul? Then there was the theory of mechanical failure. Had there been a catastrophic failure that led to the plane's diversion and ultimate disappearance? Yet no debris or evidence of such a failure was ever found. Each theory presented its own set of challenges and questions. Each required a suspension of disbelief, a leap into the realm of the improbable. Yet with no concrete evidence to support any one theory, each remained just that, a theory. Despite the new evidence and the myriad theories, the truth about MH370 remained elusive. Investigators continued their search, hoping that the next piece of evidence, the next breakthrough, would provide the answers they sought. Yet each theory, each piece of evidence only seemed to deepen the mystery. More than a decade later, the mystery of MH370 continues to baffle investigators and the public alike. The disappearance of Malaysia Airlines flight MH370, a Boeing 777 aircraft, remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in aviation history. The relentless pursuit for answers, however, has never faltered. The ongoing efforts to find MH370 are as tenacious as ever. Investigators, aviation enthusiasts, and concerned citizens across the globe continue to pore over every shred of available data. They're inspecting satellite images, scrutinizing radar data, and analyzing ocean currents, all in the hopes of pinpointing the resting place of this ill-fated flight. Yet, despite these tireless efforts, definitive answers remain elusive. The plane's black boxes, the key to unraveling the mystery, have not been found. Without these crucial pieces of evidence, the series of events that led to the aircraft's disappearance remained shrouded in uncertainty. However, there have been significant breakthroughs. Debris confirmed to be from MH370 has been discovered on the western shores of the Indian Ocean. These fragments, though few and far between, provide tangible proof that the aircraft did indeed crash into the sea. Each piece is meticulously examined, offering potential clues about the plane's final moments. These discoveries have sparked new theories and heated debates. They've raised questions about the aircraft's final flight path and the circumstances surrounding its crash. Yet they've also provided a sliver of closure for the families and friends of those on board, a tragic confirmation of their worst fears. But the question still lingers. What really happened to Flight MH370? As we delve deeper into this perplexing mystery, we are reminded of the complexities of aviation and the immense power of nature. This ongoing mystery serves as a poignant reminder of the human desire for closure and the relentless quest for truth. As the search for MH370 continues, the world is left to wonder, what really happened to Flight MH370?